Gentlemen and ladies, welcome to the channel. Welcome to the hair experience. Damn it, Curtis. That's cool. Anyways, welcome to the channel. What we talk about here is hair replacements and hair systems. You're gonna buy it, cut it, clean it, bond it, maintain it, a life with it. Subscribe below if you would consider. It's right down there in the bottom corner. Ebook is available, teach you how to do it all. Video ebook is available if you don't like to read. And the starter kit will get you everything you need at home. It's all on myhairexperience.com. My fly is down. We'll fix that. 20% off coupon below to get your unit on the super cheap. What are you talking about today, Curtis? I'm talking about the two big things that are the major problems with hair replacement and how to fix them. So, hopefully this information is valuable to you because this will cut the learning curve down big time, guys. Big time. The two big things that are our biggest problems are the hairline and bond issues. Heat, to be more specific. Heat and hairline, that's the two big things. How are we gonna fix that? So let's go on to the first one, hairline. Excuse me. Hairline is a big deal, and it'd probably take an hour to cover it, but I'm gonna do the best I can in a few short minutes. When you get a unit, okay, like when you get a unit, wherever you get the unit from, you're not going to want a straight line across the front. And when I started out doing this, I did have a straight line across the front. I did, and that is not typically natural when it comes to, I'm going to get a little ethnic here, and it's not to be derogatory or anything like that, but some backgrounds do have more of a straighter hairline. And typically it's going to be that Italian descent with a thick, full, front, straight hairline. Also, if you have any, it depends on where your background's from, how your family is, and things like that. What I usually tell people with their hairline is a few different things. One, look at your family's hairline and how your God-given hairline was given. And also, you know, you'll look through back pictures of how your family's hairline was, and also when you had hair as a young boy, young adult, things like that, look at that hairline and duplicate that as best you can. That's the goal. Because when your God-given hairline was there, that was the best it was going to ever look, and the most natural it will ever look for your face shape, you know, type, etc. Okay, you get a system in and it's got, let's say it's got a pretty straight across hairline. There's a couple of different ways that you can fix that. Usually when you order a system, it's going to come in a CC curvature, which is going to be kind of not really a widow's peak like what I have, but it's going to have a downward to a little bit of tiny recession with some gradiated hair that goes back from there, okay? There's a couple of different ways to fix that. Poly. If you have a poly system, you can just simply pluck it. You've seen the video I did with a poly system to pluck to thin those areas out to make sure it looks spot on. That's fairly easy. It does take some time, but you're just wanting that area to look gradiated or gradiated, not so chunky and thick and straight line across the front. So you're going to trim that area with a pair of shears, okay? Just kind of, you're going to install it and then you're going to trim it with shears and just kind of get it as best as you can. Guys, the hairline in the God-given world was never perfect. It was never straight. There's chunky, there's cuts, there's scars. There's all kinds of stuff that comes with a hairline from natural growing hair. It's never perfect. So we seek this perfect hairline, but it's really not perfect when we have it stock or factory the way we come out and grow our hair. That's something to consider too. All right, if you go to a lace system, okay? When you go to remedy a lace system, you're going to have to get rid of the knots. I'm going to do a separate video on how to do that, but to gradiate that front hairline or to pluck that, it's going to have to be done from the back side of the unit, okay? You're not going to do it from the front side and pluck it like I did in that one video. You're not going to do it that way because the problem is you're going to break that hair at the base and you're going to leave that knot behind, if that makes sense. You're really not going to leave any mesh or anything behind, guys. You're not going to have this blank mesh area or this blank poly area. All that stuff is going to be cut away, but you're going to need to gradiate just a little bit behind it. Usually your units will come ready to go. Sometimes, these are all handmade, guys. Just remember that. They're all handmade. So if one person makes one way and you got their unit and it was fantastic, well, the next person that made your next unit might not make it the same as the other person that made it. Machines don't make these, guys. These things take forever to make. They're all hand done. So you're going to trim that area away of the lace that you don't want to be there, okay? Duplicate your hairline as much as possible, and then you're going to pluck it from the back side. So the unit's going to have to be off of your head. You're just going to very lightly thin those areas a little bit. Might take you 20-30 minutes, and then you're good to go. That's how to try to get that hairline right. It should come out of the box and be right, but sometimes it's not exactly to your liking. Let's go to heat. Heat is a major deal. When the bond gets hot, it could possibly turn white again or malleable again, which is an extreme problem. Guys, if you live in a high heat, high humidity climate like I do in Florida, a clear bond is your only option. Period. I don't want to put it like that, but a clear bond's not going to turn white. When you get out of the shower, it's not going to pull up because of heat when you get out of the shower. Now, when the bond is old, yeah, it's going to... Wow. Whoa, boy. This sinus thing's kicking my butt. Sorry, now I'm crying. But yeah, that bond will break down over time. I might edit that, I might not. I don't know if I can or can't. Sorry, it's kind of foul. That bond will break down over time, and when you're at that 5, 6, 7 day mark, it is going to start deteriorating and the unit edges could start coming up. But a clear bond in the heat. A clear bond is a little bit more cleanup and a little bit more time, but it's well worth it because you never, ever, ever, ever have to worry about it turning white, period. With any clear bond, it doesn't have a white option. I say that. I don't know of every clear bond on the market, but everyone I've ever seen or ever touched or anybody I've ever talked to, they don't have an option to turn white. Now, if you live in the north where the humidity is low, you have mild, temperate areas in the 80 range as your highs and things like that, use a white bond. Use a white bond because of the ease of cleanup. It does clean up easier than a clear bond. That's really the fix for the heat, guys. That's the best information I can give you. Also, the tape. Tapes aren't as susceptible, that's the word, it's right, to heat. Because tape is basically a clear bond, okay, that is turned into a form. I believe they add a thickener to it to make it solid. Not solid, it's malleable, but solid and to stay in tape form. And it really stays put in that form. So unless you don't have the area super clean before you install it, that tape should be good to go. It would take an awful lot to rip my unit off of my head. I'm 100% sure you would tear the unit before it came off of my head, with the back and the perimeter being taped. That's what I got. I hope that information's helpful because I know it helped me. Subscribe below. It's important to this guy. And make sure you check out myhairexperience.com for the FAQs if you have any questions. Thanks for being subscribers and thanks for watching today, and we'll see you in a few days.